Welcome to our channel. Today, we're exploring from heritage to hype, the evolution of special airline liveries. From honoring tradition to creating buzz, these designs have transformed over the years. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content. Airline liveries have come a long way from their humble beginnings, evolving from simple designs aimed at distinguishing different carriers to powerful symbols of culture, heritage, and modern branding. Over the years, these distinctive paint jobs have become a canvas for storytelling, marketing, and even pop culture, reflecting the airline's ambitions and connection to passengers. This video explores how special airline liveries have evolved, from their heritage roots to the current hype-driven trends in aviation design. The early years, practicality and simplicity, pre-1960s. In the early days of aviation, airline liveries were minimalistic, focusing on practical identification rather than aesthetic appeal. The primary purpose of these early designs was to help ground staff and passengers identify aircraft at a distance, ensuring a smooth and efficient operation. These liveries typically consisted of simple colors and basic logos. Airlines used national colors or coats of arms, often creating straightforward, corporate styles with little flair. In the U.S., early airlines like Pan American World Airways adopted simple designs, often featuring their logo prominently on the tail, with minimal use of color beyond the airline's official palette. The designs were clear but unremarkable, with little differentiation from one carrier to the next. The 1960s-1980s, the birth of iconic corporate identity. As air travel became more accessible and competitive in the 1960s and 1970s, airlines began to realize the power of visual branding. This was the time when airlines started investing in unique liveries to help establish their identity, particularly with the advent of large commercial jets like the Boeing 747. The increasing use of wide-body aircraft offered airlines the perfect opportunity to showcase their brand on a larger canvas, and the livery became an important aspect of how an airline presented itself to the world. One of the most iconic examples of this era was TWA's Atomic livery in the 1960s, which used bright red, white, and silver to create a futuristic, bold aesthetic. This livery mirrored the optimistic, space-age culture of the time, and it resonated with the public's fascination with the modern world. Airlines were no longer just transportation providers. They were becoming symbols of innovation, progress, and national pride. This era also saw the rise of memorable corporate identities, such as Air New Zealand's iconic all-black livery, which emphasized the country's rugby heritage and later became a symbol of national pride. 1990s, the rise of special liveries and brand partnerships. By the 1990s, as airlines sought to distinguish themselves further, the idea of special liveries began to take shape. This was also a time when marketing in the aviation industry began to take a more direct approach, and liveries became tools for creating a lasting brand identity. Airlines started partnering with celebrities, sports teams, and even movies to create themed liveries that not only stood out visually but also connected emotionally with passengers. The United Airlines Friendship livery was one of the first to reflect a broader cultural narrative, where the airline used colors and symbols to embody the theme of global unity and connection. Around the same time, Delta Airlines created special liveries to celebrate its major hubs and milestones, including aircraft painted in NASCAR-inspired designs. A particularly standout example in the 1990s was Air France's Louis Vuitton livery, a collaboration with the luxury fashion brand. This partnership marked the intersection of high fashion and aviation, elevating the idea of airline liveries from a simple branding tool to a statement of luxury and status. The creative designs and lavish associations with elite brands set a new precedent for how airlines could use liveries not just as advertisements, but as expressions of lifestyle and culture. 2000s to early 2010s, celebrity and pop culture frenzy. The early 21st century brought with it a wave of colorful fun and sometimes quirky special liveries. As social media began to rise, airlines started to tap into global pop culture in new and more direct ways. Special liveries were used not just to celebrate a milestone, but to tie in with current trends, celebrities, and even animated characters that had global appeal. EVA's success with this collaboration sparked a trend of airline liveries focused on pop culture, leading to other partnerships such as Singapore Airlines and the Hello Kitty jet, both of which brought animation and beloved characters into the skies. Meanwhile, Emirates Airlines launched its Dubai livery, which featured stunning artistic depictions of the Dubai skyline, the Burj Khalifa, and other landmarks of the city. The design underscored the airline's ties to the opulence and growth of Dubai, while at the same time celebrating the city's global influence. Mid-2010s to present, from heritage to hype, the modern era of airline liveries has taken the concept to new heights, driven by the desire to attract attention and stir conversation. The goal has shifted from merely celebrating a brand to creating viral, shareable moments in a highly competitive industry. In recent years, many airlines have launched retro liveries, bringing back iconic designs of the past, often in response to nostalgia among passengers. Qantas, for example, restored its classic flying kangaroo logo, a symbol that harkens back to the airline's early days and reinforces its status as Australia's flagship carrier. This retro movement emphasizes heritage and evokes emotional connections with longtime travelers who remember the brand from previous decades. However, the biggest change in recent years has been the rise of social media-driven liveries. Airlines are now keenly aware that their designs are no longer limited to what's visible in airports or during flight. They must work as viral content, captivating both passengers and social media users. Today, liveries go beyond mere aesthetic value. They are part of the airline's emotional appeal, signaling values like environmental responsibility, national pride, or luxury. For instance, Alaska Airlines' environmental livery, showcasing animals and nature, highlights the airline's sustainability efforts. These designs aim to convey a message, whether it's about heritage, pride, or current global issues. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.